recording.
Thanks, Laura.
I'm so excited to be hosting this live Zoom with members of our Apraxia community, some of my favorite people in the whole world. And I'm going to take a back seat. I'm not going to be talking a lot, but I'm excited to introduce Allie from A Girl with a Funny Accent, Jordan from Fighting for My Voice, My Life with Verbal Apraxia. Reagan is very active just on her own personal Facebook and Twitter pages, and Mikey from Mikey's Wish Verbal Dyspraxia Awareness, because in the UK, apraxia is known as verbal dyspraxia. Allie, we lost Allie, but she told us this might happen. She'll come back on her iPhone. And then we have my daughter, Ashlyn, who's wearing her a little Apraxia star shirt, and she's so excited to be here with everybody too. All right, I'm gonna actually now, since Allie dropped out, I'm gonna start with Jordan. If you could go ahead and introduce yourself.
Yeah, so hi, my name is Jordan. I am 22, and like Laura had said, I run the blog called Fighting for My Voice, My Life with Verbal Apraxia. I also, besides blogging, I make videos, I write, and I'm kind of all over the place at times in terms of like what I do and stuff. I am a college student as well. I'm getting my bachelor's in psychology, and I'm minoring in general biology. And it's what I do on my page is that I spread the awareness of apraxia and also mental health as well, and how apraxia can also affect your mental health. So
awesome, thank you, Jordan. Let's see, now I have Reagan. Will you introduce yourself to us?
I'm 22 years old. I'm on my third year of college, and I'm getting my degree in liberal arts, and I'm still deciding on what I want to do for a degree. I think I want to do political science. I was journalism, but that's writing is not my thing. So I'm working up about that. So
yeah, that's awesome. I didn't know you were thinking of switching your major. Last time I knew it was still journalism.
So I had my journalism, but I wasn't really on journalism, but I was supposed to internship this summer, but that's on hold.
Yeah.
So I switched back to my original degree, and now I think I might be switching it again.
Yeah, okay. Awesome, thank you. Okay, Mikey. I'll get to you, Allie. Sorry, you dropped off. We'll get
Oh, good. Completely understand.
All right, Mikey, you're up.
Hi, my name is Mikey. I'm 19. I was diagnosed with verbal dyspraxia at the age of 2.5. And I was in speech therapy for 15 years to get my speech where it is today. I set up my Facebook page 6 years ago, Mikey's Wish, to spread awareness of verbal dyspraxia. so no one else felt alone.
Awesome. I feel like I cut you off. Did you have anything else to add?
Oh no.
Oh, okay, perfect. Okay, Allie.
Okay, hi, my name is Allie. I was diagnosed with childhood apraxia when I was about 3 years old, and I spent a good 15 years in speech therapy. And with the help of my parents and my community, I eventually found my way to college. I now work as a paralegal, but I think I take most pride in a blog page built with a funny accent. And I'm also on the board of directors for Apraxia Kids.
Awesome. Thank you. And Ashton, do you want to say anything? Oh, come
No.
on, you can do it. All right, that's okay. So we had some people reach out to Jordan and just ask a few questions for you guys to get us started. And the first one that he was asked was just around building confidence. Does anyone want to speak to if you felt like you had difficulty with confidence and how or if you were able to improve your confidence?
Sure. So I can kind of start this off if y'all want to. I don't want to like butt into anyone, so I'm trying to like make sure. Okay. So as well, I was, you know, growing up as a teenager and as a kid and stuff, I definitely did have troubles with my own confidence and kind of just having that that like really feeling of anxiety surrounding my talking was very real at while I was a teen and when I was a young adult and stuff. I mean, I'm a young adult now, but probably like 18, 19. I don't know if that's a teenage years, but either or, I still had, you know, some difficulties and stuff, and it is something that honestly really helped me is when I began therapy whenever I was 20, more so in specifics. CBT has really helped me. It's really helped me develop my confidence and really just not having as many anxious thoughts surrounding my talking like I used to. So it's definitely something that's really helped me.
To piggyback on that, and I always love saying this, the reason why I called the blog Go with a Funny Accent was because named growing up. In elementary school, I through the anxiety of having to say here in class and everyone laughing. And everyone would say, oh, Go with a funny accent. So from the get-go, confidence with speaking was very low. And even if I didn't want to speak, my parents made it a point to put me in every possible normal kid activity there was. I mean, ice skating, swimming, and Girl Scouts was huge because Girl Scouts, when you're singing those silly songs, no one's really listening to what you're saying and how you're saying it. It was just an avenue growing up from which to be silly and talk loud and yell loudly and sing loudly, which no one needs to hear now. But I think building confidence aside from just combating apraxia was huge, showing me that I had the skills to put myself out there and socialize with other kids that didn't have a speech disorder. And just by putting me through normal kids' activities, that helped me tremendously.
Mikey, I know you've talked about confidence when you prefer to read sometimes in your videos because that helps you. Is that something you do to help with your confidence, or?
Yeah, I've always been like not very confident, but I struggle with my confidence now. But I do like always try and build on it and put myself out there. Like playing football help my confidence a lot. As a team game, makes me talk to other people.
Yeah, and I would imagine it's kind of like Scouts for Allie. You're kind of doing other stuff that's not really focused on your speech. So
Yeah.
Reagan, what about you? Do you have anything to say in terms of confidence?
No.
Okay. Awesome. Ashton, how you doing? Do you want to give someone a shout out while I look for our next our next question? Because you were very excited.
No.
Actually,
This is not the same girl that's been around my house.
You have confidence to say no, so we'll take it.
Yeah,
That's a good point.
that's right.
Okay, let's see. I think all of you have siblings. Yeah, all of you do. So the next question was around explaining apraxia to siblings.
Okay, I don't know about you guys, but my sibling had to explain apraxia to me because I thought speaking I have a younger sister, 6-year, 8 twins. Her name is Sarah, and basically, long story short, I said something. I think I said woes, and it came out, I'm sure as it just did now, woes. And she looks at me and she keeps on saying, woes, woes, repeating me. And I'm like, no, that's not what I'm saying. And then it was at that moment in which I realized, wait a minute, I'm not saying my R sound. He's just repeating how I sound like. And it was interesting. The longest time, everybody else needed to get their hearing checked.
I get, Mikey, you've talked a lot about your sister being really supportive. Actually, I think you have a blog post on it.
Yeah. My brother and sister, like, we always been open about having a speech disorder, so they never asked like questions about it.
Mikey,
Yeah.
an older sibling? Like, what's that age span between you guys?
Hang on. 2 years, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, your family's always been open, so everyone just knew. I feel like it's with mine too. We've done the walks and stuff, huh, Ashlyn? Do you think
Yeah.
Jace knows what apraxia is?
Really?
He's gonna say it, but he doesn't know what it is?
He does, but he doesn't have apraxia.
Whoa, exactly. No, yeah, Jace doesn't have apraxia, but he knows what apraxia is, right?
Yes, because he's been to it.
Yeah, he's been to the walks and stuff. Yep. And Reagan, I don't know much about you and your sister.
She's 2 years younger than me. She used to speak very fast. So my mom put her on speech therapy when I was with the same speech therapist, and now she still speaks very fast, but now we say slow down and she does. So but it was very interesting when she knows about it, but she's not very open. If that makes any sense, because I think she's more of the younger sister, but she also puts her shoes on the older sibling too, so it comes from both ways. So that's sometimes very hard for me to accept that she tries to play both roles when I don't want her to.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I can imagine. Yeah, it's not all roses with siblings. We can all
No,
pretend on here that it is all we want, but it never is exactly like that all the time.
no.
What about you? You've got a lot. Did you hear me, Jordan?
Oh, no, what?
Oh,
I'm sorry.
that's all right. I said, what about you? You have a lot.
So I have 2 siblings. It is my brother is 27, no, he's 28, I lied. He's 28, and then my sister is 30 years old now. I don't know how mad she'll be at me for saying that on camera, but she's 30 now. It's when I was kind of growing up and stuff. It was kind of like an open book sort of thing, but that was because I did struggle so much as a kid, and it was both of my siblings were, I think that they knew what apraxia was, but not in like the full sense like I do, of course. But of course, I'm the actual person that lives with it. They can make like their outside observations and stuff. But they were just also very protective of me. But that was because they worried about me kind of getting lost and not being able to tell people my name. So I like know that me and my sister that, and we filmed a video. I think this was like 10 months back, and we were talking about how she still feels the need to kind of protect me and stuff, and just because people were so mean as I grew up and stuff. And then she opened up about how she wanted to beat people up, and that was really a funny little thing I inserted. But yeah.
Okay, awesome. This one I think is fun, and actually I want to know this as a speech therapist, so I'm being selfish and jumping down the list, but it was
It's
things
cool.
we found enjoyable in speech therapy, because we all know speech therapy is so fun all the time. You can come up with something, okay? So you be thinking while you listen to everyone else about something you like to do in speech therapy, okay?
Who?
You be thinking while they talk, okay?
Okay.
Okay. All right, so anybody? Come on, it wasn't that boring for everyone, right?
Okay, I'll start, I guess. Okay, first 2 that come to mind is one, there was a speech therapy session in which the lady, and I forget her name, we sang the whole time. Or like sing songs, but like rhyming and like trying to say stuff fast so I would think less and just let it flow. I don't know. Singing helped me pronounce certain words. Don't know why. It was just a fun change of pace. The other thing, which now I think is a little unorthodox, but it was okay in the 90s, was they would put peanut butter on the roof of my mouth to tell me where to put my tongue when I said my ups.
You know, I've heard a lot of people say that, parents I have that come in now, when they went through speech therapy, it was like a thing back then. Peanut butter had to have been in every speech therapy office.
Okay, well,
I've never heard of this.
wonder,
way back then, before peanut allergies.
I honestly wonder if there were some instances in which I would just not even try to say it correctly if I would get more peanut butter. I do have
That sounds
to
like me.
in a lot. So yeah, but anyway, singing songs, rhymes, and I guess peanut butter.
That's awesome.
I've like never heard of that, but that is something brand new that I just learned that they should have tried with me. It is probably something that I really enjoyed and stuff. And actually, me and my mom was talking about this in the car. I think this was today. I'm pretty sure is that I had this one SLP, and I forget her name, but as I would go in the summer times and stuff to this school, and I would receive the beach there, and she did a lot of play. So like we would play like board games and stuff, which would provoke me to talk more because I was getting really excited and happy because I was having fun. Because it wasn't, it's not all fun when like you're sitting in a room and they're like, say this word and then this word and then this word. So I really enjoy like the different types of like board games and stuff and just simple stuff like that. It's really fun.
Mikey, can you think of any activity you did in speech that was enjoyable?
I don't remember doing speech therapy. It sort of made it fun all the time. We like playing games and sort of not like making me like
Yeah, I think games are really helpful for sure. It says our meeting will end in 10 minutes. So you guys can tell me, would you like to keep sticking to agenda questions, or do you guys want to ask each other questions?
We can ask each other questions.
Yeah, like get to know each other. I think that would be fun. And Ashlyn might be more inclined to talk to you instead of her mom. I'll take my camera off.
It's right there.
I know. I'm gonna see if I could take my camera off so you don't look at me and you can just look at them.
You have to see if it's up there, Mom. It says stop video. And that's where it is, up top where the mute is.
You're so smart. Thank you, honey.
A professional at Zoom now.
She's so wise at it.
I'm so smart. I go to school and I'm like, I'm so smart.
I love that.
So I guess my question is, when did you guys stop going to speech therapy? And was that a personal choice or did you graduate?
I stopped going to speech therapy at the end of my senior year because I didn't transfer to college. So I completely am done with speech, and I've been done with it for 4 years now, almost. And I still have the bumps, but I can tell I'm really hard at times not to like expand my S sounds, and that's a big target when I was MC because my speech therapists usually, I would have homework, but the first time I got home, my speech homework, it was sentences, and I would refuse to do it because I had no desire, because that was my first speech.
Yeah.
And I hated sitting down and doing it after 30 minutes each day. And because I was in a special ed room, so I had speech, I got pulled out for speech therapy. So it was interesting. I had seats with certain target words, like sounds, because that's how they get to clearly speak. And I don't regret going to speech because I did. I don't know where I would be today.
Ash, you're still in speech too, weren't you?
Yes, I
Yeah.
go on Thursdays.
Thursdays, nice.
I'm a busy day today. I have you, I have tutoring, I had all that stuff. Crazy.
Busy day.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So it is with me, but the question about speech and such, it's I personally, I stopped in the middle of my 6th grade year, and I personally stopped because of it was a whole lot of different factors with the school, with getting bullied and stuff, and I wasn't quite ready to get out of it yet. I still needed some help. But I actually went back whenever I was 20, and I've been in it ever since I was 20, and I'll probably go honestly on and off for the I wouldn't say like the rest of my life, but I would say throughout my lifetime, just because I feel like it's so valuable and stuff, and I just really enjoy getting to kind of learn how to make things more easy on me. So yeah.
Cool.
I know things are quiet.
I know, pretty quiet. Well, I made the choice to withdraw from speech when I was about, it was midway through high school,
Mhm.
in 10th grade. It was mainly because, and this is going to sound, it was mainly because I kind of got to the point of I have friends, I'm in sports, doing good in school, I liked who I was, and my speech didn't seem to get in the way of what I wanted to pursue.
Mhm.
instead, I chose to withdraw from speech. And whether or not it was a good decision or a bad decision, I don't know, but it was my decision and I just haven't looked back. So my parents respected it. I don't think they agreed with it at the time, but I, oh, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like, it is to me, I do think it's a personal choice, because it is, you're talking and it is your thinking stuff, and you have to, of course, this is your life, and I feel like parents want to help, but I think it's ultimately up to the person and stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely it's to an age and a point in which it's an individual choice. And
Yeah.
that's the thing. Anyways, I don't know how we are doing on time, but this was so good to chat with everyone.
I know it was very fun to chat with all of y'all too.
There's Mommy.
Ashlyn. There's Ashlyn. She's waving now.
We have 1 minute left to talk. Ashlyn, you have 1 minute. Do you want to tell everyone hi? You've been so excited.
Oh no, Ashlyn, just say hi, or say whatever you want. Oh, yeah.
That's okay. Do you want to explain how you got your owie? No one asked you because they all know, but do you want to explain to other people who might be watching this? Yeah, okay. That's all right, Buggy. All right, so it's less than a minute. I guess we will cut it so we don't cut someone off. But it was so great having all of you. I feel like I can't even believe it's been 40 minutes. How did that go by that fast? All right, well, everyone, happy Apraxia Awareness Month. That's what this is for. Kickoff to May. Everybody's excited. We're pumped. We have things coming to you through all of our social media pages all